What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to a brand new Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, this video is going to be dedicated to World Wonder Ring Stardom. So, three things we're going to cover tonight. Going to go over the recent 5-Star Grand Prix 2023 opening pay-per-view. Then, gonna go over the schedule, the upcoming schedule for Stardom. There was a couple of new shows announced and such. And the Tag Team Dream Festival teams have been set. So I'm gonna go over those as well. So got quite a lot to cover with this video. But first off, we're going to jump in to the 5-Star Grand Prix 2023 opening, which took place at the Ota Ward General Gymnasium in Tokyo, Japan. So let's go ahead and get started. We actually did have a pre-show match before they started off with the actual Red Star and Blue Star matches. So let's go ahead and start off with the pre-show. All right. Okay. So the pre-show match was a 6-woman tag team gauntlet match. So a trios gauntlet match. The teams that you had were stars Koguma, Momo Kohgo, and Iida. You had Queen's Quest's Lady C, Miyu Amasaki, and Hina. You had the team of Thekla, Mai Sakurai, and Seira. And you had the team of Saki Kashima, Yuna Mizumori, and HANAKO. So, starting off, so the first two teams that started this gauntlet were Stars and Queen's Quest. So they started this off. Pretty decent match. Wasn't too crazy long, but, it was a gauntlet match. So I figured that each match would have a decent amount of time. But, for it to carry as part of the pre-show was really the goal that I had in mind, which I felt like it did. But anyway, the way this came about, Stars actually got the first elimination, eliminating Queen's Quest when Koguma pinned Hina with the Kuma roll. So out eliminated as Queen's Quest. Next up is Thekla, Mai Sakurai, Seira. So they come in and they take on Stars. They're the fresh team. But Mai Sakurai ends up pinning Momo Kohgo with a Maipan roll to eliminate Stars. So Stars is out. And then the final team that comes in is Saki Kashima, Yuna Mizumori, and HANAKO. Which, shout out to Yuna Mizumori. She's been losing some weight. She's been looking good. I just recently noticed that. She's been losing some weight. But that was the final team. And it was decent back and forth. HANAKO looked really strong in this match. But when it was all said and done, my girl, Seira, got the victory for her team, hitting a beautiful, beautiful drop kick to the dome of HANAKO. I mean, she got right up there, just drop kick right to the jaw. Beautiful drop kick. One of the best drop kicks I've seen. Laid her out, covered her for the 1-2-3, and Seira picks up the victory for her team. And Thekla, Mai Sakurai, and Seira are your winners of the pre-show Trios Tag Team Gauntlet match. So congratulations to them. I know Mai Sakurai got on the mic and was talking trash, being the, stuck up, talking trash as usual. But congrats to them on winning the tag team Gauntlet. Decent pre-show match overall. Okay. Now we're going to get into the main card. The 5-star Grand Prix matches. And they had a beautiful opening. I really like how they went through each of the past winners since the 5-star Grand Prix first debuted. They went through each of the past winners. And then they had all the ladies out in the ring, which Utami Hayashishita wasn't out there. I thought that was kind of interesting. They didn't have her out there. I guess, I don't know if she got there late or what, but she wasn't out there in the ring for the opening ceremony. I noticed that. But she still did compete, so not to worry there. But anyway, let's get on to the first match. So we had 5 Red Star matches and 5 Blue Star matches. So that's how it went. Okay, so here we go. All right, our first match was a Blue Stars match. We had Donna Del Mundo's Maika versus Stars Hanan. Now, of course, Hanan got off to the preemptive attack on Maika, drop kicking her off the top turnbuckle while she was doing her entrance pose. But yeah, I have to say, Hanan, had a good amount of offense, especially starting out. But then, Maika started to get her second win, and it was really back and forth. It was really a good, solid match, but Maika would not be denied those 2 points, as Maika was able to catch Hanan with a Michinoku Driver 2, pinned her for the 1-2-3. Maika picks up the win in the opening contest to start off the main card for the 5-star Grand Prix. So Maika gets on the board with 2 points. Good match, though. Really good match. All right, we're going to keep it going with some more Blue Stars action. All right, the next Blue Stars match, we had Club Venus's Mariah May, who's also one half of the current Goddess of Stardom champions. And she's going up against Queen's Quest Azumi. Now, I got to keep it real with y'all. Not only was this a good match, but it was really cool to see Mariah May work some high speed. I was very impressed with her. Hanging with Azumi with the high speed. I was impressed. I was really impressed. Not only that, being able to catch Azumi in the middle of a move to hit her with the happily ever after tombstone pile driver, and Mariah May, some would say, gets a big upset victory over Azumi to get her first 2 points. I mean, wow. I originally picked Azumi to win, but wow. Mariah May showing that she can get it done in the singles division. So, hey, I'm all for it. I give her props. Because that's a big victory. Beating Azumi, that's a big victory. So, congratulations to Mariah May picking up the victory and getting her first 2 points. Good stuff. Alrighty. Now let's switch gears to the Red Stars. Oh, let me get some water right quick. Alright. Next up, to kick off the Red Stars block, we had God's Eyes Ami Sohrei taking on Oedo Tai's leader Natsuko Tora. Now, definitely this was a power struggle between 2 power fighters. And, of course, I was all Team Ami Sohrei. But was really kind of bummed of the finish. Was a little shocked, but maybe not so much. Maybe shocked on how it went. But Natsuko Tora was able to take advantage after spewing blue mist in the face of Sohrei, and then eventually taking her out with a top rope swanton bomb, then covering her for the 1-2-3. And Natsuko Tora had to cheat, but picks up 2 points. So, such a bummer for Sohrei. That's my girl. But, you know, Oedo Tai doing Oedo Tai things. So, it ended up working in the favor of Natsuko Tora, as she now has 2 points in the Red Stars. Okay. Next up, we had a very entertaining match. A very, very entertaining high-speed match. All right, we had these two high-speed greats in the Red Stars going at it. As we had Cosmic Angel's Natsupoi taking on Oedo Tai's Starlight Kid, who is also one half of the current New Blood Tag Team Champions. Definitely enjoyed this match from start to finish. These two know each other very well, and they went back and forth. I mean, traded strikes, high-flying moves, traded counters, pin attempts. I mean, it was just back and forth. High-speed action, a lot of counters. Definitely did not disappoint one bit. But this time around, it would be Natsupoi who would get the last laugh, as she was able to pin Starlight Kid with a rolling magistral for the 1-2-3, and the beautiful fairy of Cosmic Angels, Natsupoi, picks up 2 points in the 5-Star Grand Prix. So a good showing with her. She gets the last laugh, but, you know, I think Starlight Kid will bounce back for sure. I think she'll definitely bounce back. But good stuff for Natsupoi. Okay, now let's take it back to the Blue Stars. All right, back to the Blue Stars. We got the leader of Club Venus, the current one half of the current Goddess of Stardom Tag Team Champs, and Mina Shirakawa, taking on the leader of Queen's Quest, who just returned from her small excursion in the United States, and that is Utami Hayashishita. So definitely good to see her back. Even though she wasn't in the opening ceremony, she was still there to compete. This was a phenomenal match. Definitely hard-hitting, back and forth. Wasn't a fan of the finish, though. So Utami got the victory, hitting apparently a new finisher that she learned from Shayna Baszler that she calls the Shocking Baszler, which, I mean, looking at it, I gotta keep it real with y'all. Hijack Bomb is better. Hijack Bomb is so much better. Like, I think she should use this as a signature. You know, she could add this into her signature arsenal, but this Shocking Baszler as a finisher, it looked kind of weak. I think she should just stick with the Hijack Bomb, in all honesty. It looks better. It looks better, it's cooler. That's just my opinion, but that Shocking Baszler, I mean, it's cool that she picked up a new move. I just don't think it should be a finisher. It looks too weak to be a finisher. So, that's just my point. But Utami did pick up the victory and got herself 2 points. So, welcome back, Utami, in a big way, because she picked up 2 points. She's been on a roll, but, okay. Let's keep it going. More Blue Stars action. Alrighty. So we got God's Eye's MIRAI, the current Wonder of Stardom champion, taking on Oedo Tai's Momo Watanabe. This was a pretty good match overall. Of course, Momo tried to use the bat, but it pretty much got knocked out of her hand. MIRAI, by the way, MIRAI had a big old bruise on her, I believe it was her left shoulder. She had a big old nasty bruise on her left shoulder. I was like, ugh, man, what happened to her? Because that was a nasty looking bruise. It was funny because she had the other shoulder taped up, but then the left shoulder just had this big old black brown bruise on there. It was huge. You couldn't miss it. You couldn't miss it. But match was hard hitting. A lot of lariats from MIRAI. A lot of kicks from Momo as usual. But a big upset victory from Momo Watanabe as she was able to put away MIRAI after hitting her with the Peach Thunder and pinning her for the 1-2-3. And Momo Watanabe gets herself 2 points. A big victory over the Wonder of Stardom champion. But that just goes to show anything can happen when it comes to these round robin tournaments. So keep that in mind. Alright, it's time to hop back over to the Red Stars. And this was a match that I was looking the most forward to. Oh, yeah. This match I was super pumped up for. And it definitely delivered. The leader of God's Eye, Shuri, taking on Suzu Suzuki. Oh my goodness. This match did not disappoint at all. And I know this was a tough opening match to the tournament for Suzu. But she brought her A game. Especially catching Shuri off guard with the handshake and then turning it into a tequila shot. And then a follow-up German suplex afterwards. I thought she was going to pull off the upset like that. But Shuri did kick out and just, got to give it up for Suzu. She stayed on the attack. She was beating the crap out of Shuri. Shuri did eventually bounce back, but man, Suzu was extra aggressive in this match. And it really was working out for her. And she hit a lot of Germans, a lot of, at least two more tequila shots. Very aggressive. And even withstanding some of Shuri's offense as well. So, gotta give her credit. But when it was all said and done, Shuri had to bust out the move that led her to winning the red belt in the first place a couple of years ago. She hit Suzu Suzuki with the Tsuyu Sakai, covered her for the 1-2-3, and Shuri, in a very hard-fought battle that she almost lost to, but was still able to hold on and get the 2 points. But you know what? I expect Suzu to bounce back instantly, especially with a match like that she just had. Y'all better keep an eye out for Suzu Suzuki. She might go on a run. Don't be surprised. Alright, let's continue with some more Red Stars action. Okay, we got ourselves a run back. This was actually a run back from last year's 5-Star Grand Prix. We got a showdown between Stars stablemates as the leader of Stars, the icon of Stardom, the current IWGP Women's Champion, Miyu Iwatani, taking on her Stars stablemate, Hazuki. Now, of course, these two know each other very well. Like I said, they faced each other a lot over the years, even back when Hazuki was with Oedo Tai. These two know each other very well. And like I said, last year, Miyu did get the best of Hazuki. And this was a great back and forth match. And it really looked like Hazuki was going to get the best of Miyu, get some revenge. There's a lot of high-flying action from both ladies, as expected. But they really brought their A game back and forth. It was phenomenal. But once again, Miyu just seems to have Hazuki's number when it comes to these singles matches, as she was able to put away Hazuki with the 2-stage dragon suplex for the 1-2-3, and Miyu Iwatani picks up 2 points, and a good sign of sportsmanship afterwards between both ladies. But man, once again, Hazuki just couldn't beat Miyu. I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Now we'll go to our final blue stars of the show. This is another one that I was very pumped about. We had the leader of Donna Del Mundo, 1/3 of the Artists of Stardom Trios Champions, and the current NJPW Strong Women's Champion, Julia, going up against Cosmic Angels, Saori Ano. Now, of course, remember, these two ladies are also Ice Ribbon alumni, and as a matter of fact, Julia is 0-2 against Saori Ano in singles matches. So, something to keep in mind. But let me tell you, these two ladies destroyed the crap out of each other. Especially that really sick fisherman suplex that Saori gave to Julia off the stage onto the pile of chairs. That was a crazy spot. And I think that was how Saori Ano got the big cut on her head, which caused her to bleed. I mean, she was bleeding a lot too. I was like, dang. But these two ladies were destroying each other. Julia pile-drived her through a table. Like, I was like, jeez. And just, these ladies were beating the crap out of each other. Just back and forth, hard-hitting, inside the ring, outside of the ring. Like I said, Saori Ano got bloodied up. But that fighting spirit, that Joshi fighting spirit, both these ladies emphasize was there. The evidence was there. And it looked like Julia was just about to put away Saori Ano. She hit her with the glorious driver, but was not able to make the cover quick enough. And as she went for the cover, time expired. But she was this close to finally getting that first singles win over Saori Ano, but just wasn't quick enough to make the cover after hitting her with the glorious driver. So, this ended in a time limit draw, which means both ladies get 1 point. So, first draw of the tournament right there. So, Julia is now 0-2-1 against Saori Ano. And also, I had to correct myself, she is also technically 0-3-1 against Maya Yukihi, because I forgot. The last match they had was a double countout, which was technically a draw. But I don't know what it is, but Julia just can't seem to beat these Ice Ribbon alumni in singles matches. But guess a draw was as best as she could get out of this one. But yep, both Saori Ano and Julia both get a point. And then the main event came down to the last Red Stars match. All right. We had the leader of Cosmic Angels, the current World of Stardom champion, Tam Nakano, going up against Queen's Quest, Saya Kamitani. Now, unfortunately, while this was off to a good start of a match, unfortunately, it came to a very tragic end. So, first off, pretty cool spot with the stage dive from off the top of the graphic that Tam Nakano did to Saya Kamatani, and it looked like Saya was going to try to top that as she climbed up that metal lighting pillar and did a diving crossbody, but apparently landed awkward, and unfortunately, word is she suffered a dislocated left elbow. And immediately as the ref was checking, some of the other ladies were there checking, and the ref called for stoppage, and folks were throwing up the X. So referee called for the bell, stopped the match, which he did the right thing. But yeah, word is that Saya Kamatani suffered a dislocated left elbow. And because this was a referee stoppage and she couldn't continue, Tam Nakano wins and she gets the 2 points in the Red Stars. But kudos to Tam Nakano for checking on Saya, making sure she was okay, just examining her and making sure she was okay. So that's really good to see, and just everybody gathering over, and they had to stretcher Saya out of the arena, but she was of course in tears, really sad, but really love seeing and hearing the crowd clap and all the ladies there being supportive, Tam being supportive, everybody just checking on her, because at the end of the day, I understand this is a show. There's heels, there's faces, but when serious injuries happen, all that goes out the window, and mainly, the health and safety of the one that suffered the injury is the most important. And I just feel bad. I'm a big fan of Saya Kamatani. And it just sucks because those are high risk moves. I mean, she dove from off a high altitude from that lighting pillar, but and it looked like there were plenty of folks there to catch her, but just the awkward landing on the elbow and dislocated it. That's what they were saying, is a dislocated elbow. It sucks, being this was the first match of the tournament, and there's no telling how long Saya will be out. I mean, it's a dislocated left elbow. I mean, I don't typically know. I don't typically know how long it takes. I mean, according to Google, depends on the severity of the elbow dislocation. I mean, it could take weeks to several months. Like it could take 4 to 6 weeks to several months, depending on the severity of the elbow dislocation. And if that's the case, I mean, hate to say it, but Saya's going to have to miss the rest of this tournament. She's going to have to forfeit. And you hate to see that, but if it's severe to the point where she's got to get surgery, she's going to have to forfeit the rest of this tournament, y'all. But we'll have to wait and see what the official reports are. But you hate to see stuff like this in the way that it ended, and it's one of the disadvantages sometimes with tournament season. When you got to take on a bunch of series of matches, and at any given moment that can happen. So just prayers and speedy recovery going up for Saya Kamatani, the Golden Phoenix. Hate for her to miss the rest of this tournament, but her health matters more. So if need be, she may need to forfeit the rest of the tournament. You know, it sucks, but health first. Health first. Anyway, after the match, two very interesting things happened. So Tam Nakano got on the mic, the lights went out, and then the lights came back on, and we see Utami Hayashishita and Megan Bain, Megasus, Megan Bain, attacks Tam Nakano and hits her with an F5. Now, I haven't seen Megan Bain since AEW Dark. There was like a few times I saw her on AEW Dark, long time ago. But yeah, that's the last time I saw her. I was like, when she appeared, I was like, wait a minute, I know who that is. And then I, thought about it, I was like, wait, Megan Bain? And I was like, Megan Bain. And then, Utami said her name. And I was under the impression that, did Utami recruit her? Like, either she came back to Japan and I guess brought Megan Bain back with her? I mean, is she a new member of Queen's Quest? Or I don't know. I don't know now, because now that's making me wonder, because it's like, is she a member of Queen's Quest? Or I don't know what to say. It was really interesting. And not only that, Megan Bain introduced herself and challenged Tam Nakano for the World of Stardom Championship. So, yeah, we got a challenge for the red belt. So I guess we have to wait and see what her status is going to be, as far as, like, is she with Utami? Is she with Queen's Quest? Or, is she now signed to Stardom? Like, which would be cool if she signed to Stardom. That'd be cool. But yeah, interesting. And then we weren't done there, because while Utami was out there, she got on the mic, called out Miyu Iwatani, and thankfully, finally somebody has done it. Utami Hayashishita has challenged Miyu Iwatani for the IWGP Women's Championship. It is about freaking time that somebody stepped up, and that they're finally going to do something with that title. Because Miyu has had that title since the end of April and has done nothing with it. And here it is, July, about to become August in another week or two. About a week and a half or so. So, yeah. Thankfully, finally. So, Utami challenged for the IWGP belt. Megan Bain challenges for the red belt. So, interesting ending there. Very interesting ending. And, also, shout out to Saya Iida, who was on special guest commentary for the opening of the 5-Star Grand Prix. Okay. So, great show. Just unfortunate to see what happened to Saya Kamatani. But before we get into the upcoming schedule for Stardom and the announced tag teams, here's a quick word on the sponsor, Game Beauty. Check them out. As you continue to watch and enjoy Blitzball Champ gaming content here on the U to the Tube, be sure you take a moment to check out the link to the description for Game Beauty. Game Beauty offers a variety of video game themed makeup and cosmetic products. They offer items such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, and even non-makeup items such as these graphic t-shirts. They also have collaboration items like this Persona 5 Royal Limited Edition makeup collection, as you can see here, which you can get it as a full collection, or you can get different bundles of this collection as well as different pieces separately. Also, Game Beauty offers free domestic and international shipping to most countries for orders over $60. And be sure to use the promo code blitzball_champ, all in caps, and you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to take advantage of that nice little discount. And now, back to our regularly scheduled video. Enjoy. Okay, so wanted to go over the upcoming schedule for Stardom. There is a lot of dates for Stardom coming up. Not only that, we now have our teams for the Dream Tag Festival. So before I go over those, let me go over the schedule. And also we'll put this in the description box so that everybody can follow along for reference. Okay, so we got, one second. Let me make sure I pull my notes up. Make sure I have the right notes. I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, yeah, I got my notes up. All right. Okay, so on August 13th, we have the Stardom X Stardom 2023 show. So that'll be pretty much the next big Stardom show. All right. And then August 18th will be the 10th New Blood show. That's right. Stardom New Blood number 10. Man, they've had some really great New Blood shows, and August 18th will reach number 10. Should be cool. Okay, and then a day afterwards, on August 19th, we got the Midsummer Festival 2023, which that should be a pay-per-view. I believe that should be a pay-per-view, but yeah, right after New Blood 10. And then on September 3rd, we got the 5-star special in Hiroshima, which I assume it's not only a pay-per-view, but I assume that this is going to focus on a lot of the 5-star Grand Prix matches, like just in a big clump. But we'll see. All right. September 10th is the Dream Tag Festival 2023. And like I said, once I finish going over the schedule, I'll go over the set teams. But yeah, that's September 10th, Dream Tag Festival 2023. And then September 29th, we got the Stardom New Blood number 11. So that's the 11th one. And then a day afterwards, on September 30th, will be the finals of the 5-star Grand Prix 2023. So day after New Blood 11. So expect that to be a pay-per-view. Okay, going into October. So October 9th, we have the Nagoya Golden Fight 2023, which, pretty cool name. And then the 15th of October, we have our next big tournament that kicks off, which is the 13th Goddess of Stardom Tag League. That's right, the big tag team tournament that they have on a yearly basis, usually in the fall. So definitely looking forward to that. And October 29th will be a special Stardom Halloween Dark Night 2023 show. So I assume this will just be a Halloween themed pay-per-view. October 29th, so that should be interesting. And on November 12th will be the finals of the Goddess of Stardom Tag League. So it starts October 15th, finals November 12th. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that is the upcoming schedule for Stardom. The main big shows, that is. Okay. And then I want to wrap up by going over the tag teams for the Dream Tag Festival 2023, which is, I say again, is on September 10th. So September 10th. Here are the teams. So we have the team of Miyu Iwatani and Saki Kashima, Utami Hayashishita and Maika, Nanae Takahashi and Ruoka, Natsupoi and Saori Ano, Hazuki and Natsuko Tora, Momo Watanabe and Momo Kohgo, MIRAI and Mai Sakurai, Hanan and Mariah May, Saya Kamatani and Mina Shirakawa, Rina and Hina, Azumi and Starlight Kid, and Julia and Suzu Suzuki. So, let me kind of break these down a little bit. So, Miyu Iwatani, Saki Kashima. Of course, Saki Kashima used to be part of Stars, but she turned on Miyu, ended up joining Oedo Tai. So, here these two are again, back together again for this one special event. Utami Hayashishita and Maika, they've had quite a rivalry, which dates back to even a showdown in Just Tap Out, which Maika has wrestled in quite a bit before. And of course, you know, Maika's a former Future of Stardom champion. So, bringing those two back together. Nanae Takahashi and Ruoka, of course, they had a passion injection match against each other. And therefore, they're teamed up. Natsupoi and Saori Ano, they recently had that Indian strap match. And of course, you know, they go way back. Way, way back. So those two know each other very well, despite them beating the crap out of each other recently. Hazuki and Natsuko Tora, which they kind of had a little rivalry going. And, you know, Hazuki did used to be a part of Oedo Tai before, so that's not surprising. Momo Watanabe and Momo Kohgo, I mean, Momo and Momo. So, two peaches, put them together, you get Momo and Momo. Pretty simple. Mirai and Mai Sakurai, of course, those two used to be Donna and Donna Del Mundo together, and they were both in the finals of this year's Cinderella tournament, but Mirai got the victory. Hanan and Mariah May, I mean, Hanan mocked Mariah May, and those are the two that qualified for this year's 5-Star Grand Prix and the Qualifier Rumble, so I guess there's that. Saya Kamatani and Mina Shirakawa, I mean, those two had one of the best 5-Star Grand Prix matches from last year. Not only that, Mina Shirakawa dethroned Saya Kamatani for the Wonder of Stardom Championship, so now those two are together for this tournament, or for this, you know, one event. Rina and Hina, which they're twin sisters, you know, they're judoka sisters. Azumi and Starlight Kid, I mean, they've had quite a rivalry, but they have a mutual respect for each other. In a way. And then Julia and Suzu Suzuki, I mean, you know, Julia and Suzu were former best friends and roommates, and, you know, they had quite a rivalry, and it got to the point where Suzu hated Julia and just, yeah, it was crazy. But now, Dream Tag Festival, they will be teaming up. So, that pretty much explains these teams coming together for, I guess, one night only for this Dream Tag Festival. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this. I don't know if they're just going to do a one-night tournament or what, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of details they have for this Dream Tag Festival 2023 event. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Like I said, covered quite a lot in this video, but don't forget to check out Game Beauty, and also let me know what your thoughts are. What did y'all think of the 5-Star Grand Prix opening pay-per-view? What did you think of the matches? Who do you think is going to do well and come out of the Blue Stars block, and who do you think will come out of the Red Stars block, and who do you think is going to win the 5-Star Grand Prix? Also, let me know from the schedule which shows you're looking forward to the most, and what do you think about the announced Dream Tag Festival tag teams? Let me know your thoughts on those. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed start of the week, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.